From Cardano's new partnership with Coinfirm, to corporations going crazy for NFTs, and Cuba trying to make cryptocurrency their legal tender. In this video, we are going to go through our top 5 weekly crypto news, and if you are a crypto investor or related to crypto in any way, we highly recommend that you watch this video until the end, as every crypto news that we have chosen can make waves in the crypto market. Before we begin, make sure to subscribe to our channel and to turn on the notifications so you always know when a new video comes out. A disclaimer alert is now in effect. This video is for informational purposes only. We recommend that you always seek professional advice. Let's start. Number 5. Corporations crazy for NFTs. Last week, Visa revealed that it had purchased a CryptoPunk NFT for $150,000 in ETH. Visa's crypto department head, Kai Sheffield, explained that their reasons for buying the CryptoPunk were, quote, to help our clients and partners to understand the infrastructure requirements for a global brand to purchase, store, and leverage an NFT. Even though it can be seen as an expensive show and tell, it has set the scene for future NFT investments and use cases, which Visa is looking to pursue on Ethereum. The unique proposition value of some NFTs is not as clear as expected, which seems to be the case with the beer rocket ship Budweiser purchased for the equivalent of $25,000 in ETH on OpenSea. Budweiser has posted this NFT as their profile picture on Twitter, and it is possible that its future decentralized website will be built on the Beer ETH domain, which Budweiser also purchased for $96,000 in ETH. In an interview for CoinDesk, a spokesperson for Budweiser parent company said that they were looking to build an NFT marketplace with the help of the well-known serial hustler Gary Vaynerchuk. We take this as a sign that we will be seeing more NFT headlines from Budweiser in the future. Facebook was another company that has announced that it is looking into NFTs, specifically Facebook's Novi cryptocurrency wallet, which was originally designed for Facebook's Diem, aka Libra cryptocurrency. It is important to point out, however, that Facebook's Novi wallet has been ready to launch for over 2 years now. Number 4. Infrastructure bill set. Even though many of you might not be so worried about the US infrastructure bill, it is something that you should be aware of, as its outcome could mess up the crypto market for some time. As a matter of fact, some experts even believe that the crypto market will start to crash around the end of September, as a result of the infrastructure bill being passed around that time. The bill's crypto tax clause, which requires all so-called brokers to collect KYC from users in order to collect taxes. Even though regulators have promised to be gentle on how they apply this definition, we do not trust them, much less the politicians who slip unrelated stuff like this crypto clause into infrastructure bills. Right now, the tentative date for the infrastructure bill to pass is September 27th. After that, it just needs to be signed by the president and it will become law, which will be the equivalent of releasing a fox into the chicken house. In terms of what you should do with your crypto around that time, the most important thing is to make sure that you are keeping it all in your own non-custodial cryptocurrency wallet. In case you don't have one of these, don't know which wallet supports your favorite crypto, or have no idea what we are talking about, we will leave a link for you on the top right. Although we can't give you guys any financial advice, we can tell you that many experts will be staying away from centralized stable coins when the bell tolls in late September. The reason for that is that Paxos, Circle, and Tether have all frozen tokens before, which means that if regulators come out and demand they do so, they won't hesitate to comply. Of course, there are some robust decentralized stablecoins, such as Terra's UST. It is still possible that they too could be taken by the storm. Also, make sure that you complete KYC on a cryptocurrency exchange you trust that supports all the cryptocurrencies you hold. When it comes to exchanges, they will be the first and main meal for regulators, and the last thing you want is to be locked out of your account or to find yourself in a position where you are unable to sell your crypto. We also happen to have a video about the top 5 regulated cryptocurrency exchanges, and once again, we will leave a link for it on the top right. Number 3. Cuba embraces crypto. Despite the infrastructure bill news, we are likely to see a lot of insanely bullish headlines until the end of the month. One of these is going to be Cuba's adoption of cryptocurrency payments, which its central bank has announced that it will be sanctioning in the weeks ahead. The details about what exactly Cuba is planning with crypto payments is still up in the air, but its central bank specified that its citizens will be allowed to use crypto payments for, quote, reasons of socio-economic interest. This excludes any illegal activities, and Cuban regulators will be keeping a close eye on any individuals or institutions using cryptocurrencies in order to make sure they are not up to anything dodgy. To us, Cuba seems to be making a move to make cryptocurrency legal tender, and if true, then it would make Cuba the second country to have cryptocurrency as their legal tender, with the first obviously being El Salvador. Cuba's motivation for embracing cryptocurrency payments is not all that different from El Salvador's, as the country relies heavily on the US dollar and economic issues related to US sanctions. Cuban citizens have already been actively using crypto since 2019 in order to bypass various economic sanctions, so it is logical that the Cuban government would seek to bring cryptocurrencies under its wing. This, of course, could create unrest among global regulators in the US and elsewhere who want to see those sanctions respected for whatever reason. Moreover, this could lead to a crackdown on peer-to-peer crypto transactions. Number 2. Cardano and compliance. Last week, the Cardano Foundation signed a partnership with Coinfirm to, quote, be in full compliance with FATF's guidelines 6AMLD and other international and national regulations. If you are wondering why this could be a cause for concern, you probably haven't watched our video on what the FATF has planned for cryptocurrencies coming October 2021. In short, the FATF is going to push for every single individual and institutions using cryptocurrency to complete KYC, aka papers please. Right now, nobody knows how far-reaching the FATF's guideline will be because they are set to issue their final recommendations in October. In the worst-case scenario, Cardano holders could find themselves in a position where they are locked out of their wallets until they complete KYC, and this seems to be the end game for all cryptocurrencies. We do understand that it is important to protect users and to protect people from bad doers. However, we are sure that KYC will be the last thing that many ADA holders will want to see when they log into Daedalus. To be clear, we are not saying that it will get to that point, and for the time being it looks like Cardano is just using Coinfirm in the same way that many other cryptocurrencies use blockchain tracking tools, like Chainalysis, to track obviously illicit activity. The good news about this partnership is that compliance will make institutions more comfortable investing into ADA, and as long as this compliance does not violate the values of cryptocurrency, we are all for it. Number 1. Bitcoin Hashrate. The hash rate for the Bitcoin network has made a remarkable recovery since it crashed following China's crypto mining clampdown earlier this year. For those who aren't familiar, Bitcoin's hash rate is basically all the computing power connected to the Bitcoin blockchain, and to make it simple, the higher the hash rate, the more computers that are mining Bitcoin. On August 24th, the metrics provider reported a hash rate of 152 EH/s, which has tripled since it bottomed out this year on June 28th. The recovery of the BTC Hashrate means that the network is much more secure and harder to attack. The metric is now approaching early June levels and, if the trend continues, could hit a new all-time high within the next couple of months. Since the hashrate has now recovered, it would indicate that the miner migration is almost complete. This has resulted in an increase in difficulty, with the last rise of around 7% occurring on August 13th. The next one is due any time now, which will mean higher computational costs for miners, as more of the formerly China-based operations come back online to compete for blocks. The current estimate is for a 12.37% difficulty increase. While the migrating operations were offline in June and July, miners already operating in countries such as the United States were able to rake in bigger profits due to the lower difficulty. These were our top 5 picks on last week's crypto news. Hope you guys have enjoyed the video, and if you did, smash that like button and subscribe to our channel. Also, make sure to check out the links in the description below for crypto trading platforms, hardware crypto wallets, and much more. See you guys next time. Take care.